practice to be a bit more fun? Do you feel like you need to bring it up a little bit? Are you maybe feeling a little bit kind of day to day, a bit jaded, like you've lost the spark a bit? Do you feel like sometimes you're just kind of going through the motions? Now, you might be surprised to know that I actually went through that too a while ago. And if that's the case for you, I know what that's like. And what I'm going to share with you today is a way to change that. But I'm not really going to talk about me. I'm going to share with you a couple of bits of feedback I got from our recent launch. So recently I opened up 5 spaces for the Happy Patient Project before I closed for the year. Those spots went really, really quickly. They went within 24 hours. But I had somebody email me asking, oh, are there any slots still available? And they said, I do really want to do the course. I know I should. Like, it's not the most exciting thing, but I know it's necessary for my practice. And I get this fairly often. People sort of go, yeah, communication skills, like, we need them, but they're not seen as particularly sexy, particularly exciting. They're not like, cool, funky DNS rehab or like a brand new adjusting technique or something like that. So I understand. It doesn't upset me. It doesn't bother me. Obviously, I think differently, because if I found it boring, why would I be doing this? I love it. I find it fascinating, but who cares what I think? Like, that doesn't necessarily mean that that's going to be the same for you. But I get this feedback quite a lot from people outside the course, people who haven't done the material, who've maybe seen a few videos like this online, but they haven't really engaged it. They haven't really, taken the deep dive to learn everything they can. And I got another message from somebody who had enrolled. They'd got one of those 5 places before they sold out. And they'd only been accessing the material for about 3-4 days. They'd really just started on module 1, looking at some of the key concepts we were going to be covering through the course. And this was somebody who's been in practice for a fair while now. And they'd messaged me before to say that, to be honest, they were kind of struggling, that the diary wasn't as busy as it should be, given how long they'd been in practice. And they'd been quite stressed for quite a while. And the phrase they used was, they said they were tired of pretending to other colleagues that they were busier than they were. And if you're out there and you have that feeling, that is more common than you'd think. Like, a lot of practitioners I've spoken to, and a number of the ones I've worked with, have found the same. We don't like to talk about it because it feels embarrassing. There's often feelings of shame or, humiliation around it as well. And this person shared some of that, so I knew that's where they were coming from. A couple of days later, they sent me a voice message saying, I don't know what's changed, but I had the most fun in practice today. They'd been finding practice stressful for a while, but they were like, oh, I'm really excited. Like, I'm really enjoying it. And we hadn't even got into module 2, 3, 4, 5, where we really go into the nuts and bolts, the specific strategies you can use, the new sort of more advanced techniques. They really, just through getting the mindset and getting the understanding of what this program was about, already started to experience the shift that many practitioners do. And they said they've had the most fun and that they were really looking forward to practice. And I could hear in their voice on this voice note how excited they were to be learning more, putting more of this into practice. And that I really do think this is going to turn things around for them very, very quickly. Because for many of us, the reason that our practice isn't where it could be, maybe it's hit a ceiling or it's a bit stagnated, isn't always because we don't have enough new patients, because we need a bigger marketing budget, because people don't value their health, that I hear a lot. Often it's actually because we don't know how to practice in a way that genuinely inspires our patients and really demonstrates our value. And that's something that this course is all about. Not just about communicating well, about listening skills, about explaining well, but really about showing the value of your care beyond just getting them out of pain relief, beyond just getting them a fully functioning spine, whatever it is that you help your patients do, proving to them that you can help them get what they really want in life, what's most missing from their life. If you can do that and you can show that value, not only will you be a lot busier, you'll get more referrals, you'll get less dropouts, but practice gets a lot more exciting. It gets a lot more fun because every patient is different. You can't go through the motions when you're doing that. It really brings the spark back. And when I first discovered this approach to it, it did the same for me. And I've seen it happen time and time again for others. So all that is to say, if communication skills seems a bit boring to you, seems a bit like, oh, it's like necessary but not exciting. Like, I get it, but I would love to change your mind. So if that's the case and you think it's not that exciting, then I challenge you to go and learn a little bit. Now, I'm not opening enrollment until the start of next year. There will be some new options, some new ways you can get involved as well. So keep an eye out for that. But in the meantime, if you're really stuck on something, message me. Like, just shoot me a message on Facebook. If you're watching this in an email, reply to the email, get in touch, because I'm sure there's probably something we can do that would at least start the ball rolling for you. And I'm all about helping other people to do that. So if you're stuck, please reach out. Don't feel like you're stuck and you're on your own, you don't know what to do. And like I said, if you think communication skills aren't that exciting, I would love to change your mind. So keep an eye out for when we reopen enrollment next year, a brand new version of the course, and I'm going to be providing even more ways to get you support, to get you those results, and most of all, make practice fun. Because the practitioners who enjoy practice, who go in looking forward to it, who find it fun every day, not only do they have more successful practices, but they get better results. Patients want that kind of practitioner. They don't want a burnt out, jaded, kind of going through the motions DC. If that's you, I understand. I'm not saying it's your fault, but it would be wonderful for everybody if we could change that. So that's what I wanted to share with you. If you think it's a little bit dry, I'd love to change your mind. So just get in touch, shoot me a message, and I'd be more than happy to help. All right, that's all for me. Take care, guys.